Bienvenidos a una edición más de El Secreto de mi Éxito. Y hoy tenemos un invitado muy especial, una persona que ha escrito más de 50 libros, miles de horas en audiolibros, seminarios, y yo creo que uno de los principales oradores de este país, y a mi juicio, el motivador empresarial más importante de los Estados Unidos y yo creo que del mundo, la leyenda Brian Tracy. Brian, bienvenido, es un gusto.
Bienvenido, Luis.
Gracias, muchas gracias por recibirnos en tu estudio.
Muchas gracias.
Ok, y para mi audiencia, que muchos de ellos son emprendedores, que están empezando su propio negocio, yo quisiera que me contaras, ¿cómo empezaste tú a ser emprendedor?
Well, I began my life working as a laborer, and I had poor education, and I lived in my car,
Wow.
and I washed dishes, and I worked in construction and factories, and I think many people can relate to that. And then one day I began to ask, why is it that some people are more successful than others? And I noticed many people around me who were more successful. They had more money, they had nicer cars, better homes, same age as me. And so I went and asked them, and they told me. And I realized that success is predictable. That means if you do certain things in a certain way, you will be much more successful than if you don't. So I began to do more things that were right and fewer things that were wrong.
Muy interesante, very interesting. Brian, me surge una pregunta cuando te escucho, porque muchas personas en este momento quieren empezar el negocio, encuentran que tú empezaste prácticamente de cero, ellos también lo están empezando igual. Cuéntanos, ¿cuál es el secreto de tu éxito?
Well, there is no single secret of success. There are hundreds of things that you have to do. The most important quality for success is self-discipline. It's self-discipline. You see, most people know that they need to get up earlier, and they need to work harder, and they need to study and become better at what they do, and they need to set goals and manage their time and learn new things. They know this, but they don't have the discipline to do it. So the starting point of success is always self-discipline.
Okay. Si una persona que nos está viendo quisiera empezar un negocio, ¿cuál sería la primera persona que tendría que visitar o pedir consejo?
Well, I was thinking about this before we spoke, Luis. What is the problems? And the problems are always fear and ignorance. Fear is fear of failure, and fear of rejection, and fear of embarrassment, and fear of loss of money, and fear of even asking people to buy your product or service. So fear is the first biggest obstacle. The second is ignorance, is people don't know what they're doing. If you were in a foreign country and you were lost and you could not read the road signs, you might be very afraid because you don't know where you are or what you're doing. So here's the wonderful discovery, is the way that you overcome fear and ignorance is with knowledge and skill. You see, if you know how to cook a recipe in the kitchen or drive a car or do your work, you have no fear about that because you have learned the skill. And making money is a skill. Starting a business is a skill. But tens of millions of people worldwide start businesses. So therefore, obviously, it is a learnable skill. You can learn how to start a business. The key is to start small and then learn as you grow from a small business. So you will find that the biggest businesses in America, almost all of them started with one person, maybe two, at home, at a kitchen table, with no money. And then they got experience. They made lots of mistakes. In business, you fail over and over again before you succeed. It's normal. So if you're afraid of failure, I mean, you'll never succeed.
Yeah.
We don't like to fail, but that is the only way we can learn the lessons necessary for success. So the key to being successful in business is to start, is to begin, is to make a decision. I'm going to start my own business. Now,